What is going on, Marvel Rivalers? It is your boy Chaos Pro and Skinny Lad Chris, and we are your Marvel Rivals podcast hosts. The greatest hosts to have ever hosted a podcast.
The greatest
hosts.
there's ever been.
The greatest ever. Chris, dude, how have you been, man? I know that we've been playing a lot, but how are you?
I've been feeling, I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a lot of fun at the moment. This point in the season, for some reason, like grinding it last minute has actually been fun.
It's pretty
It's been a
intense.
lot with you, so
Yeah,
yeah.
actually. So yeah, it's kind of I'm kind of happy because like the last part of the last season going into this season, or 1.5 going into like season 2, we never really played prior to that like a whole lot. We played like once or twice, but we just kind of
Yeah, we would
found good
have like
synergy.
little sessions, but we would never like like
Grind.
we never would hard grind comp for like hours, but
Yeah, and so it's kind of been fun with like with the group. We've found like a 6-man that we just kind of rotate like the 3-man, out of
mhm.
everything. Like it's been fun. I will say that I mean it's nice that you hit Celestial 2. I've hit Celestial 3. I was like one game away from Celestial 2, and we're really close to top 500 right now. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm
been a
3 games off of C1 right now.
yeah, dude. It's been a grind. I mean, because everyone right now is in Eternity. Like the first game or second game of Eternity is like top 500. Like we're really close. Like we've even had some matches, but I've just been having a fun time playing with you and getting to hang out with the other homies. But today's episode, Chris, we've got a massive, juicy one. Do we not?
Yes, sir. We get to talk about my big old robot friend. Actually, I don't know if he's not that big.
Your robot
He's,
friend?
I don't know. Okay, that sounds strange when I say it like that. Actually, I just mean Ultron. Ultron, my good
Yeah.
homie.
So today's order, we're going to just simply talk about the brand new skins that are coming out. I mean, there's a lot to indulge in this episode, and we do apologize. We were supposed to do our podcast on Monday, but I've been hyper busy doing a whole lot of other content prep that I'm not going to lie, I had to push things away. So Memorial Day weekend as well, just kind of I was in and out of the house a lot, but for the most part, we've got some new skins, new Twitch drops. We're gonna get an Emma skin in the Twitch drops. That'll be cool. Go with her little blue outfit. So don't forget to do that on May 30th through the 27th. Chris and I will be streaming. If you guys want to get your Twitch drops, come holler at us and get your time exclusive Twitch drop from us. But we're also getting Groot. We're getting like a Yesgard kind of Groot. We're getting a new like Hawkeye. We're getting a brand new Magneto. Chris, we're getting
Oh, the mag.
Ultron skins. Yeah,
Okay, the Ultron skin I really like, but that mag one is like, honestly, I think that's the best sound effect skin yet. Like in terms of like
it is
being a
pretty
legendary,
fire.
all the sound effects are so good.
Have you seen his
I actually love it.
MVP screen?
Yes, it's sick.
Okay,
He
dude,
just decapitates Ultron.
he literally rips off Ultron's
Rips his head
head
off.
and turns it into a sword. Like that has to
That's
be
so
not only
cool.
the smartest sword now of all time, but like that's pretty crazy that they even went to that point. But yeah, dude. So we've gotten a lot of content in the last week. There are a lot of things to cover. We have the dev talk. We have the Ultron hero coming this week at the end of the week, and we have the brand new map. And we have a lot of patch changes to talk about. Now, a lot of heroes getting a lot of different changes and works, new team ups, new everything. So it's gonna be pretty fun. This is episode 39. So before we get into any of that, guys, please don't forget as well, like, subscribe to me and Chris. Much is always appreciated. Comment below your guys' favorite parts of these topics, and yeah, we'd love to chat it up with you. Please try not to be negative. These are just their takes, man. We're having fun, all right? It's not that serious, all right?
Yeah,
All
yeah, yeah.
right?
This is us, not you guys.
This is us. We're
This is
just
us.
goofy people, especially Chris. Chris is the goofiest. But Dev Talk, Chris, what was your thoughts like watching it, seeing what they're adding to the game? Takes. What do we hear? What you got?
I think one really important thing to put out is it's next season. or after next season, like after 2.5 is when it's gonna start being a month per season. Like,
Right.
uh, I think most people who started playing from the beginning will remember season 0 was a month, and season 0 felt highly competitive. Like,
Oh wait, hold on. It's not
you
a
know what I
new
mean?
season. It's just it's still half seasons, I think.
Yeah, yeah, but it counts as like a competitive season. What I mean is like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that.
so like it for now competitive like wise, it's a month per season, and then like
Right.
in between those two is when it resets, which I think is
Right.
way better than 50 days
Right.
because I think it's because it gives you less time to grind, so it's just harder to get. So that
Yeah.
I really like. I like all the skins they showed. All the new map parts in the trailer. I love that. They did
They
great.
we're getting like a new storm skin. There's a lot of new stuff that they have.
I
So
think that storm skin I think is hers is the
I
best one.
I currently have early access as one of the content creators, and I have been playing a lot, and I have been enjoying a lot. And there is a lot of stuff in the thing that they didn't talk about. For instance, there's the new emojis that you can put on your title cards. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah,
mentioned
like
it briefly, but it's kind of funny. You can just like put little smiley faces and like
th-
goofy things all over.
there will be some that you can purchase from what it looks like. There are
Mhm.
purchasable ones. So to collect them will be cool. You can put like your mood or whatever. I don't really see the point, but I mean, if they
Yeah, I
want to
think
do
they're
it,
just a
go
little
for it.
like silly
Yeah,
add-on,
yeah.
I guess. Doesn't really hurt anything.
Marvel Snap has emojis and stuff that you can like attach, and that's cool. But this one's cool that it's like in the menu. There is one
Mhm.
thing in the dev talk that they didn't talk about that they are adding to the game that I haven't seen anyone talk about yet, and it is on your profile. You can now add 3 titles in there that like no one's talking about this. You can for those seasons it'll have like you can put on your MVPs, so it'll count how many MVPs you have. It'll count your like SVPs, your hexa kills, triple kills, double kills, things like that. It's going to add that now. You like your most damage, like it'll accumulate all of your damage just alone. Like if you want your
Yeah.
damage icon or your heal icon in there, you can have that. And I think that's crazy because I want to know, are they going to retroactively show our prior seasons what was our MVPs and stuff, cuz that's a big
I mean,
deal.
that'd be cool.
That would
Seeing
be
all that stuff
fire.
like just in the game itself, because I know right now to look at like MVP stats and like stuff people use like the tracker
Right.
and things like that. Which I think it'd be nice if it's just in game. Like something like
Yeah.
that could just easily be like looked at.
Yeah. So back to the dev talk though. So they did. I do want to touch upon the new game mode that we're getting. It's experimental. Apparently, we're getting like
Oh,
a
I'm
chess
so
board.
excited.
Are you really?
Yeah, no, Chaos. I'm telling you, you will love this mode. Like,
I'm more than quick play.
okay, maybe not. You're a quick play demon. I don't know if you'll love it more than quick play, but
I have
like I
like
think we could
4,000
play it
games
right.
in quick
And
play.
me and oh my god.
No, take that back. I have 3,000 games in quick play and 1,000 in ranked. Sorry, I had to put that out there.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad, But like
Yeah.
that mode, Chaos, I think me and you could literally like play it, just me and you against each other
Mindlessly.
and for hours and still have fun.
Okay.
Because it's like basic do you know what an auto battler is?
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like how League has its like own version of it where it's like you just have the characters and then they have movesets and you kind of just give them all buffs and then they all just fight like on their
Okay.
own.
Yeah, I guess it's like from a lot of people are saying it looks somewhat similar to like TFT or like stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's cool. I mean, I don't know. Like I've never really cared for those top down styles, but I'm willing to try it. They said it's experimental. They're giving it a chance. So if you guys can in coming weeks when we get that, try it out. Tell us what you think. That'd be cool. But yeah, like it's like a chessboard slash like TFT style of game. So that'll be cool. I'm glad that they're kind of reaching outside of the generic style of like it's just a hero shooter. No, it's like kind of more. They're getting into different territories.
Yeah, I personally hope okay, it's like they heard my wish. Like the last episode, I said this like word for word. I was like, I like their events, but I just wish they were more like not just frequent, but more like different than the previous events.
Right.
And this one is, I think, as different as you can possibly be. Like this is
That's extremely different.
like I don't know. And it happens to just be something that I like a type of game I think's fun. So it's like yeah, I
Right.
just love it.
Yeah. So okay. So that's a thing. And then also in the dev talk, they talked about a lot of new team ups. They talked about a lot. I think what we'll do here is we'll probably just talk about the team ups. We can talk about the nerfs and buffs last. But what I do want to address is we can just kind of more talk about the team ups right now. I think that would be okay. And then we'll dip into the Ultron goodies and new maps. So they're getting rid of like a bunch of team ups. Like what did they say? Like six or eight, six team ups, and they're adding four more. What did you say? Like about what they said? Like they didn't want to change a whole lot.
Oh yeah, they were like, we don't want to change too much before like the mid season
Season.
thing, and then they just change everything.
What the heck, man?
Yeah.
Dude, they really cook though.
Bro,
Okay, so like
the devs are cooking, but they're a little devious with it.
so they're getting rid of the Gamma team up with Iron Man. They're getting rid of the what are they getting rid of? They're getting rid of the Gamma team up. They're getting rid of the Punisher team up with Rocket. They're also getting rid of what was it? The symbiote team up. That's a huge one, Chris.
That is
That's
okay.
insane.
I'm okay. It feels so weird for me. Okay, it already felt weird for Gamma Strange to be gone,
Right.
but like it feels so strange to have like older team ups go away because
Right.
I remember them being there for so long. Like to be fair, me and you've played the alpha and
Right.
like beta, but
It's been forever. Like the Gamma team up has
it's like
been
they've
around.
always been in there, so it's gonna feel weird for it to be like, oh yeah, Penny has two nests now, and instead of like
Yeah.
symbiote team up.
And then
So
like Jeff's getting a brand new team up with
Venom,
Venom. I hope that we get. You know what? If they're gonna do that, I'm anticipating that they'll add like
they need a
a
skin.
Venom, a Venom skin, a Venom like a symbiote Jeff skin, because that's like a
That could be
that's a
cool.
that card when that card came out in Marvel Snap, it was super
Yeah,
sought. Like
people
it
loved
was.
it. Yeah.
Oh, they purchased it like crazy. A symbiote Venom. He will look like an Orca whale. I just want to put that out there. He's gonna look like a mini Orca whale if you think about it, because of the white eyes.
Okay, that'd be awesome though.
That would be great. Yeah, they got rid of, I believe, the team up with Punisher and, the team up with Hawkeye and Widow. They got rid of, they got rid of a bunch. They got rid of the Magic team up too, didn't they? Or was that, yeah, they're getting rid of the Magic team up. Is that right?
The magic team up, yes.
I'm pretty sure they are. If they're not, don't
I
crucify
think
me. I'm kind of
I
speaking
think
out.
so.
But yeah, like it's kind of insane some of the things that they're like actually actively getting and walking away from, because like the symbiote Spider-Man, I mean that is a breathtaking change. Like that everyone says that that's gonna gut or that's gonna like kill off Spider-Man in this game. I'm gonna be honest, dude. You've all have had your time. You've had your guys' time. You guys have like been the most oppressive thing in the face of the like earth with that. And I gotta say, I'm okay with it being gone. Like genuinely. I think that like I'm okay with it. I didn't think that they would. I suggested that it should be, but I didn't think they would ever go to that point. Like that's a crazy team up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're adding. I guess Penny and Rocket will have a team up now. You're gonna have multiple Penny nests. That's pretty fire if I'm really being honest, Chris.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. It feels like I don't know. Like I don't know if this makes sense. This season feels like crazy because so many like there's no almost no more original team ups. Like there's very few of them.
Yeah.
So it feels so weird that there's like the two Penny mines. It's gonna be feel like so weird to get used to because like Rocket is in like a pretty decent spot. So like
Right.
most games, it's probably common to see one. But
Okay. I stand
like,
corrected.
bro,
Magic is not
I
getting.
can't believe it.
Magic is still has her team up. I'm wrong.
What
Sorry.
is getting removed? I know
It
like a
is
couple of
it
them are.
is it is the symbiote bond, the gamma charge, chilling, the Luna Snow and Jeff. That one's going. The ammo overlord with Rocket and Punisher, and then basically the Hawkeye and Black Widow. The ones that are getting added though are really kind of crazy if you think about it. Um, they're also removing the Hulk and Iron Man. They're still keeping Namor, but they're removing Iron Man from it. They're nerfing the Psylocke and Magneto from the Emma Frost, and they're nerfing the Invisible Woman, Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, and the Thing. They're nerfing that one. Oh, and then I guess they're decreasing the bond between Iron Fist and Luna Snow, which I guess they're going from 15% to 10%. That's a crazy change. I didn't think that was even. I don't know. But for the most part, they're adding a bunch. So they're adding the Luna Snow and Hawkeye. Thoughts on that?
Mm, okay. That is one of those team ups where I think it's okay. I'm gonna just tell you this, right? I'm gonna just tell you what it does, like a description, and this is what it is. Does this sound broken to you, Chaos? A freeze blast that you don't have to get hit directly with the projectile for it to freeze you. It goes through Strange Shield, all shields. It goes through bubble shields, like Strange's shields, Magneto's, walls, the spawn door,
The
and
spawn door.
it goes through spawn door. You can shoot
I
it
know it
through
goes to spawn
spawn.
door. I'm just making.
Does that sound broken at all to you?
Nah, not even remotely
Nah.
close.
Nah.
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so I know that they're buffing Hawkeye in this patch, but I know that his anger's getting taken away. So he's kind of like losing some, gaining some kind of thing. I'm gonna propose something, and it's gonna be wild. Because I'm gonna just say this: I can't stand fighting a Hawkeye. I just don't like it. I know people like it. They're like, oh, he's the sniper. He can one shot. I genuinely cannot stand the one shot. I hate that thing with a passion. The better the player, the more oppressive that thing is, and how unhealthy it is for a character like that to exist. This is just my take. I know not everyone's gonna believe this or think this, but I genuinely think a character that can genuinely one shot a hero at any given time at good to insane range with like and what people don't realize is when you charge it to 100, that thing is near if not pretty much hit scan. It is so minimal how much you actually have to lead. You just need to lead on this side of the face, not out here, not out here, right? Like you lead and then they walk into it. You actually just need to aim on this side of the face when they're walking for the most part. And I just think that sniping is unhealthy for a hero shooter just because I just feel like it's unhealthy. That's just my take. I don't like the hero. I don't like playing against it. I'm going to be banning it a lot personally, but adding a freezing arrow to this character, dude,
It's so
what
toxic.
what in hell's name are
Okay.
they thinking?
Okay.
Okay,
I
hold
feel
on.
like this.
Hold on.
No, Chaos.
The last
Oh
part, the
my
last
god.
part. Here's what I propose. They just make Hawkeye literally more lore accurate. Just give him, and I mean this with all due respect, just give him utility. Don't make him a one-shot hero. Just make him like an actual bow and arrow player that like has a grapple bow, has like an acid arrow, like stuff like that. Like make him like actually more utility based versus just a one-shot hero. Make him more creative. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I do think that'd be cool. I was gonna say, I think abilities like this are fine. Like if they're in, I would say like I guess the way to put it is if they're in line with all the other team ups. But like that team up is crazy because first of all, why does it go through walls?
Yeah, like
Like
boom
not
arrow.
like like I don't know. He already has like the one shot, like you're saying, that's pretty strong. But I'm so confused. I'm like, I get the freeze being really strong, so that's good. I think the
Right.
freeze should be like a good team up. if you have both the characters, but I don't understand why the projectile goes through walls and you can't
Yeah,
block it. That
I,
part
I,
to me is like, why can't I block it with Strange Shield?
and then the further it is, the further you use it, like it will freeze, right? And it can freeze up to multiple people. Then you get a free headshot. It is a literal setup for a free kill. Like that is ridiculous. What are they thinking?
See, okay, yeah. See, like, people aren't gonna think about that. Like you. Well, the other thing is like, imagine. Okay, like all the supports are like a big group. It's AOE, so it's gonna get all of them.
Yeah, this is the worst idea I've ever seen. They said they want to have fun. I'm telling you this right now. Only person that's having fun is the one person on the team, Hawkeye. Everyone else is going to be miserable. It's going to create a lot, like even in quick play where you can't ban it, people are going to like abuse this. They're going to abuse it, and then you're going to just you're going to influence other people on the other team to start using it to mirror it because it's not fun. I'm just sorry. I've gotten to try it out too. I've been on the receiving end, and I'm like, dude, I'm getting frozen for. Here's the worst part: you ping your teammate, your teammate pings someone around a wall, right? Just
Mhm.
randomly, you're just like, hey, like I'm fighting this guy around the corner. I ping it. You see the live ping of the player moving. The Hawkeye just pulls back and yeets the arrow and freezes that guy behind the wall, like on the other side of the wall. And then it's just like the player's just like I'm fighting. It's just in a 1v1, and then boom, I'm frozen. That is ridiculous, dude. Okay, so enough of the Hawkeye. I hate that hero. I hate him. I
I did.
hate him.
I did
I
too. I'm not,
I
I won't even hide it. I hate that character.
I'm going to ban Luna, and I'm banning Hawkeye. I don't care. I'm not playing that character in ranked. No, thank you. I'm not okay. Um, Jeff is getting to team up with Storm. Chris, we're getting live action Sharknado.
Okay, I love this one. I don't even care. This one's I think out of all the new ones, it's so broken. Okay, this is what I mean. These team ups are so broken. Like they're all so strong compared to like I will say the Storm Jeff one, you have to have a Storm and a Jeff, so like you always have to consider it's two ults. So
Right.
being
The
used at once for it. But it's so crazy that it picks them up and does the storm damage once they're inside.
the crazy thing is it's
That's
how
so strong.
Jeff has to like target that Caro, right? Or he just targets
Yeah.
them. But the crazy part is that Storm is able to, if you think about this, Storm is literally able to carry those heroes like even further while they're taking damage and drop them off somewhere completely else. That's that's the crazy part because he's grabbing them as they go. It is an actual
Yeah.
tornado.
Have
I
you
can't
have
I
have
can't
you seen
wait to
him
do
against
that.
all the supports? It's actually insane. He counters every support like
So
that team up because it just kidnaps everybody.
just kidnaps. Yeah, and then so Punisher's gonna be getting a buff. Not buff, sorry. Well, he is getting a buff, but Punisher's also getting a team up with Black Widow, where it allows Black Widow to have a piercing shot that basically, from what I tried and I tested it, it makes her shoot faster, but she can't headshot. Is that right?
She can't headshot, but there's one very I don't know if it's like intentional, but it's very important to note.
Right.
You can cycle the team up because it's like a toggle. They don't really show it that well in the trailer, I don't think, of like how it works, but
Right.
since it's like a toggle kind of thing, you can shoot a normal primary from just how the aim down sights usually works, but then you
Right.
swap the team up, shoot, swap back to normal, shoot, and there's almost no delay. And it counts for the like going through people, like the cleave. So,
Right.
like, you can just keep spamming it over and over and again and, like, one-shot people. It's really I think I don't know how hard that actually is to do because I haven't tried it, but I've seen videos and it seems like it's not too hard, but it seems strong if, like,
Yeah.
used right.
It says right here, Black Widow unlocks a new pulse rifle ability through her team up with Punisher, and the Punisher gains a maximum of an increased 25. So he gains a maximum health as an anchor. He gets 25 extra health and 5% damage boost in damage input. That's kind of crazy. As a
Yeah.
team up anchor, getting 5% damage on top of his, like, he's already getting buffed. Can't wait, Chris. I cannot wait. Frank Castle, Chaos Pro, is back, baby. We are back, and I can't
He's
wait to
back.
start talking. I'm back, dude. The
Bro,
the, the
we can run the season 0 comps again. We can go Strange, Mag, Punisher. It's gonna be beautiful. And then
Even
we just ban
Widow.
like Luna and Hawkeye, and then we just live like
Yeah,
free.
I'm cool with it. I'm gravy, baby. Yeah, and then we're getting the Stark Protocol, which is the Iron Man and Ultron, which I'm gonna be honest, and we're gonna talk about Ultron in just a bit. Honestly, we're gonna talk about that in just a second. But the team up between Ultron and Iron Man, kind of, I don't know. My honest take is that it feels like Jeff's ability. You know Moira from like Overwatch? It feels like a miniaturized Moira ult. You're just standing behind someone, healing them while damaging through. It's cool, but it only comes up every 30 seconds and
Yeah.
it's kind of like underwhelming. I mean, it feels like Jeff's heals, honestly. It just genuinely feels like he's healing like Jeff. But he
Yeah.
can't do that all the time. It's just like he can only do it like every 30 seconds or something like that. So I don't know. Then Rocket and Penny, they're getting a team up where Penny is now going to have 2 penny boxes. And if you didn't know, the secondary penny box has 100 health less than the original. So the original has 350 health.
I think that's
And
probably for the best.
yeah, and then the other one, the new one that you can place down is a tad bit smaller. But it is technically how do I say this? It's got 250 health. And then Rocket, his respawn beacon now also plops down a web. There's a cool thing. People say like they don't really care for this. People are not like they're like not keen to have it. Genuinely, I'm like this is kind of cool because dive characters can't just run up and punch it anymore. They actually kind of have to like stand back or actually jump and attack without. They actually have to like skillfully take these things out now without
Mhm.
like taking mind damage, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm I don't know. Like what maps do you think this is gonna be good on? Like I feel like Clintar, it'll be pretty nasty on. Because Penny that's probably Penny's best map, right? Is Clintar.
Right. I'd say Clentar. Actually, I do think she's decent on some of the Hydra maps. Surprisingly, I think
That's
she's
true,
semi
actually.
she's semi viable on some Hydra maps. Um,
Yeah.
Yasgard can be a semi
That
strength with
first
her.
that first point is pretty decent for her, like on defense.
Yeah, I think
But
the second. I think the second point as well. I think there's a lot of nice covers for her. Um, I
mm,
I want to say she's actually is not terrible on what's that map? Central Park. She's not. I mean, Penny's not great. Let's just be really honest here. We're not trying to say that she's a great character, but she does have some defensive maps that are somewhat where she is usable. Having these
yeah.
extras are pretty nice if you really think about it. I mean, like if you really want to think about it, you can actually place the secondary penny mine on the you know how like when you're defending the first point on Central Park, the Dracula map, and there's that little cutoff area that you can dive over to. You could place that right there if you really want to. Like you can actually place it right there, and that's kind of nice. Like it's helpful. You can also protect the health pack that's over on the other side so that the enemy team can't use it. There's a lot of cool uses that you can do. You can branch them together. There's a lot. I mean, I wouldn't sleep on it entirely, but yeah, there's quite a bit of things you can do with it. So, I probably, if there's ever going to be a time that I'm probably going to be playing Penny or trying to Lord Penny, it'll probably be this season because
Mhm.
I want to abuse that team up. That team up sounds fun, you know. So,
Yeah.
in terms of dev talk, I think that's about that. I think we can just kind of hop right over to the Ultron, because I mean, realistically, the dev talk pretty much covers everything else we're going to be talking about. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and branch over to Ultron. Thoughts, opinions? What's your take, Chris?
Okay, okay. Honestly, I think we should hear yours first. I think mine's gonna be a little longer.
Okay. All right. So I've seen what people are saying about him. They're like, "Oh, he's underwhelming. He's
Mhm.
not great. He's not good." Um, I do semi agree. Now I've gotten to play the character, and I actually think that I have a pretty decent understanding on how to play him. Although he is underwhelming, I kind of understand his kit, I think, better than the other players that are testing him or trying to effectively use him. Um, when I play support to genuinely like I'm playing the role. You know, I'm not really trying to DPS or anything like this outside the roles that I need to do. I try to just play for the win. His healing orbs have two really cool like perspectives to it. Okay, so you can place a healing drone on someone and it creates a circle. You yourself also have an invisible circle, so you can have two circles on two separate areas of the map. If anyone's within the radius of the healing drone, they get healed. And anyone near you doesn't get healed necessarily unless you put the drone on them. Now, he has this other ability, his right click, which is his secondary like shield. Like he has like an adaptive shield that you can kind of place on your
Yeah, then he
teammates
just
and stuff.
puts on your teammates. Yeah.
I have found a very good use for it. It's kind of a weird like comparison, but it's kind of like a miniaturized um rocket ult, if that makes sense. Like it applies or gives people shields, right? It's kind of like just any ability that would normally just generate shields onto those people. The thing is I don't think people are properly using the ability for how it's supposed to be or meant to be used. um, when you're healing people, the healing bot will heal over time. Okay, and the heals are like, oh, like you know, you're getting healed over time, but it doesn't feel good. It was kind of like how Mantis. People thought Mantis wasn't good in season like in the alpha, where it's like, oh, I'm
Mhm.
just getting these heals over time. This isn't good. But here's the perspective that I want to bring. His right click that gives that adaptive shield when players are actually getting close to death or you need to do actual burst healing, you want to use that ability sparingly when you need to. You don't want to just keep spamming it because you can spam it. And the way it works is that as I crack my voice, the way it works is that whoever you have your healing drone on and whoever's near your circle, those two circles, whoever's inside of those two circles will get the shields. It's not one person or two people. It is everyone within those two vicinities. So that is what you have to take away from that. So you use that almost kind of like a miniaturized Atom Soul Bond. You know, you use the
Mhm.
Soul Bond to kind of connect everyone. It's kind of like a network. You connect everyone, and that is going to take the damage that normally would take the damage, right? As your heals are starting to maintain themselves, they'll actually start to heal your teammates because the shields are taking the damage and not the health is taking the damage. That also gives breathing room for your healers to actually do more effective healing because the shields are acting as a pseudo replacement for the damage being taken in. So I do want to explain that is how I found him. Now his gun Repulsor Blast is pretty cool. People say he doesn't do enough damage. I think it's more of the speed of how he shoots. It takes a long time for him to like kind of charge up and shoot, charge up and shoot. The more important
Mhm.
part is that you want to hit the second blast. The second blast on his actual fire is the more important one because it's like a flat rate, like amount. The other one's consistent and then it has a flat rate amount because it's a railgun. But
Yeah.
I think he's cool. I actually think he's cool. I don't think people are necessarily using him correctly. I think he fits into triple support. I don't think he's amazing in the regards of like having just him be a static healer. But if you have a main
Mhm.
healer, you treat him like a sub support. If you know you but I do think he might need a slight buff on either the heals or the damage. It's going to be one or the other, not both.
Yeah.
There's my take. So
Okay, mine. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't gotten to try him, right? But
right,
from everything I've seen, and from what people have told me that have tried him,
Right.
like you included, I think you are a little more graceful to him, I think, than a lot of other people are in terms of like how much he needs to be buffed and that stuff. But I think there's something weird about his kit compared to a lot of other like supports specifically,
Right.
and it's that he doesn't have that he doesn't have that value for just picking Ultron, if that makes sense. Like everything, all the value you get from Ultron has to be like when I think about it, it kind of compares to Scarlet to me. Like when you pick Scarlet, you have to be the value, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah, that
you're
makes
not
sense.
contributing anything else to anyone by being Scarlet besides like a stun.
Right.
And the stun comparison would be like Ultron's one healing ability.
Yeah.
So I feel like his impact, it feels like he has like almost no impact,
Right.
even if you're playing him well. So I think he needs like I saw a lot of people were saying it, maybe like two of his drones, maybe that like could
I
help him out
think
that way,
I think
or
that the
something more offensive because he is like clearly supposed to be a more offense centered like strategist,
right.
just like from his kit.
Right.
So I don't know. I was actually thinking about it. I was trying to compare him to Zenyatta from Overwatch, but you know what I realized?
He's more like
Like,
Lucio.
or Lucio, but I think Zen is a better example because you just like it's just like Zen. You leave the orb on someone and you call it a day. But then I realized Ultron has no secondary offensive ability. Only his primary is offensive. So,
Right.
like, imagine how much more impactful his kit would feel if instead of that shield move, right, he had something that is like similar to like Zenyatta's Discord orb, where it's like maybe not the same thing exactly, but it's like even just like a weakened blast because that's already like just a thing in the game from Cloak and like Widow's ult has it as well.
Right.
Like I think if he had something that made it so his teammates could do more damage or like him himself could do more damage, like another secondary offensive ability, because like I feel like if his healing is already so low, which he has the lowest healing in the game by like far,
Right.
like it's not close. I feel like he should be more offensive, if that makes sense. Like when I watch him, I'm like, his healing isn't that great, but his damage is all right. Like it's okay,
One
but I feel
thing
like
one
it
thing
needs
I
to be up a little more.
one thing I think that they could do, which would be kind of nice, is that anytime you place the drone onto someone, it gives them like a flat rate amount of health. That would be kind of nice.
Yeah,
Like it just gives them like if you're teetering it onto people, right? It gives them like 50 or 100 health, right? Like you're just trying to like I don't know, 100. That sounds like kind of ridiculous, but
yeah, or like right when you put it on someone, it doesn't do insane burst healing like you're saying, but it'll ramp up like a little quick. Like
yeah, like you
you
know
put
how
it on
like
someone and the healing goes from like 10 to 15 and then maybe to 20, like
I do no, it's
something like that.
more like Mantis. Like when Mantis gives someone
Yeah,
a
yeah.
heal, it gives that person immediately like I think it was like I don't know the stats like 50 something health immediately, and then heals over time, right? Which is like that's just how it works. It gives you a flat rate, kind of like also like when a heal orb touches with Rocket, it immediately gives you 55 health immediately. Give that to him because you do have to teeter it onto people, right? So like if you have to spam it between two people to give them like 50 health here and there, like I don't know if that's the fix. Maybe like 25, right? Maybe a lower amount, but being able to have that, right? Where you're able to just kind of fluctuate between two people or something, like if you're just constantly swapping it, giving everyone
Mhm.
like just some kind of umph for the heals. It's a suggestion. I don't know if it's the fix. It's just a suggestion. It's an idea. I'm just spitballing. Um, but I do, yeah. Like, I don't know if two drones is a lot because you have to think about it. Two drones means two circles, and two circles means there's technically three circles because including yourself. So that's a lot of area for you also to apply those adaptive shields. So, but nothing's impossible because I mean, look what they just did to Jeff. They completely just reworked
Yeah,
Jeff.
I'm saying like I think the shield ability, right, is actually I think that shield ability should work like
More often?
reversed. Like I feel like imagine if instead of like giving people shield, it gave the enemies like some status effect. Like because
That sounds like an Ultron thing if you really think about it.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, no,
when I saw
I
him
see where
do
you're
like
cooking.
the little square, that's why I was comparing him to Zenyatta because I'm like when I look at his kit, I'm
You want
like
a Discord orb.
I want an orb. I want something to do more like offensive stuff because
We kind of have that though with Cloak and
I don't
Dagger
know.
if you think about it, but
Yeah, they already have
I
it.
see where you're cooking cuz like the fact that
And
he's a
like I'm saying,
healer, he
it could be
doesn't
like slow or like any like I want him to have something that is different from other characters, so it's not just like slap the orb on someone
Right.
and call it a day. Which is kind of funny. I think that's kind of how he's meant to be played,
Yeah, what
like at
okay,
least a
so
little bit.
what's switching topics real quick cuz we still got a lot to cover.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
your thoughts on the new map?
I haven't played it, but it looks kind of insane.
Okay, I
The
played
new
it.
map seems really weird, actually. Like
I
not in a
got
bad way,
used to
but
it.
crazy.
I got used to it. It takes you like 10 games. 10 games for you to like actually know what you're looking at. And I compare it's funny cuz I was talking to Guy's guy about this and he like once I said it, he was like I fully agree. I see what you're saying now. It feels like an Overwatch map trying to be a Halo map. If you've ever played
Yeah.
Halo, anything to do with the Guardians or like Construct or like anything like mythos about that game, like the like whenever you're going into like an alien style building, it is like that everywhere. Like it is like that everywhere. And it feels so Halo-esque. It just feels like a Halo map. But at first, I didn't like this map. I was like, I don't like this map. This does not feel good. The choke points are very like narrow at times. It just doesn't feel solid. And then after I got done playing it a lot, I started to really like how it played. Um, that's just me though. There's some really nice choke points that I like that are like they're pretty straightforward and basic. At the same time, like it's pretty bare bones for the most part. The
Mhm.
teleporters, you really got to get used to the teleporters in this map because the teleporters actually put you in some pretty game changing like power positions. So I will say this: anyone that's watching, genuinely give this map a try and don't write it off immediately. You're not gonna like it at first, but there's a solid chance that you're gonna like it later on. Like it's got a lot of cool corridors for a lot of different characters to pop off on, and it's genuinely pretty cool. So that's my take, but it's pretty open at the same time.
Yeah, from all the gameplay I've seen of it, it seems
It's very
seems cool.
hero.
I don't know.
It's
It's kind
very
of hard to tell if you like a map personally if you haven't played on it,
it's
like
very
yourself.
hero dependent. Very hero dependent on who you're playing, if you're gonna
Mm.
like it or not. So that's all I'm gonna say. Nerfs and buffs, Chris. Nerfs and buffs. What was
I'm
the
very
biggest?
excited.
What? Okay, so we're gonna run through this pretty quickly, and then we're gonna end the podcast. But for the most part, Chris, what was like your favorite change out of everything in this buffs patch? Like what we're getting?
My favorite. Okay, this is actually kind of funny. So Strange, I only just started playing him when he became like considered not great.
Right.
But there apparently before I even started playing him, he used to not have fall off from his E and his or no, it's is it his E or is it his ult?
Um, his E. His E has the
Okay,
fall off.
I didn't know which one it was, but it's like it's weird to me because people are like, "Oh, I can finally reach this far again," but I've like never known.
It's pretty. Yeah, I
I've
mean,
never played pre-nerf like Strange like that much. I
that's
played him
crazy.
right at the end of last season, and that was literally all I've ever played of him. Like the last couple days.
Chris, you
So
don't realize how much more like impactful you're going to be.
I hope so. Like I like
No, no,
genuinely,
no, no.
I'm happy he's
It's
getting
not about
buffed.
it's not a I hope so. It's a I know so situation. Chris, I'm telling you, I played Strange through the great days, like the golden days, right? I played Strange. I got to Lord season 0, season with him. He's fun, he's great. I'm telling you, the nerfs to that E, I'm telling you, it's just it. I've tested it already, and like you can stand pretty far back and just pop the E, and it's just like, why does this have why does this have range? Like, you're gonna constantly ask yourself, why does this have range?
Why does this reach this far?
Why does this reach this far? But then you're gonna realize, you know what, dude? I don't even care.
Yeah, I'll
It's
take it
pretty
because
good.
like lately my top three characters have been like Strange, Scarlet, and honestly, probably Venom. So like I'm kind of just happy that he's getting buffs. I am curious to see like personally how the changes will affect the gameplay. Because everyone, like my friends who play Strange, are saying like you will feel the buffs, like the no fall off,
Right.
like how you're saying. And I hope that's true because that sounds kind of awesome. Just having no like saying removing all fall off sounds so broken, but
Right.
I guess we'll only see once we actually get to try it. That's my favorite.
You wanna ask me what's my favorite, or you wanna guess what's my favorite?
Your favorite change?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, there's two. It's either buffing Punisher or making Groot slightly worse so that you can play him again.
But on the dot, dude.
Is it those two?
Those two.
I knew okay, I knew it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, those are your boys. I'm so happy you get to play him again.
I'm so juiced that like I've gotten to play Punisher. You still got a pocket with him. I will say the lesser amount of dive happening makes him feel like fun again, because like you're not like I've been playing against a lot of like, like in the test servers and like having fun, like trying it out. I've been streaming it. I played Punisher, bro. Okay, he's getting 10 more ammo, so he's getting 40 ammo in a magazine. Okay, dude, that's
Yeah.
he's getting a damage buff from 18 to 19,
40 is
and
bro, 40 is
40
crazy.
40 is it's just mwah,
It's
chef's
beautiful. It's
kiss, dude.
beautiful for my boy.
Dude. 18 to 19 damage per bullet. Okay, so more
Mhm.
damage. Cool. The spread, they're making it tighter on his bullet spread, and he gets a 5% bonus with a team of anger. Dude, your boy, and then they're making him move faster in his
And
alt.
his ult, yeah.
Your boy is
God,
eating at
it's gonna feel like the alpha. Do you remember how
Bro,
fast he was in the alpha?
Gordon Ramsay's came to my house and laid down the burger, dude. This dude was like, "This is the real burger. I want you to try this." And I'm like, all about it, dude. Dude, Punisher getting like this change, huge for me. I thought they were gonna just give him like a better grenade launcher or something, but no, like these
That's
are
kind of what I
actual.
was thinking too, but
Yeah, I do think he
they
still
actually put
needs.
some good buffs into him.
They need to make his cooldown on his grenade a little bit more forgiving, in my opinion. Like just a little bit. That's like my only thing that I would actually change.
Yeah.
So okay, Punisher's getting changed. That's pretty cool. He's getting like a whole new like just kind of like umph. I'm telling you, the 40 ammo is flawless. It feels great. And less spread on his gun. Sign me the fuck up. Psylocke's getting nerfed. Well, kind of needed. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think these are game changing. Other than like her shuriken's gonna do like 2 less damage. I don't know. And then
That's
her
I don't
invisibility, though,
know.
I do think that her invisibility, the
Oh yeah, the
second,
1 second less.
the 1 second less, that is pretty impactful. I will say that that's an impactful change because it's going to give you 1 less second of like time to do what you want to do. And that means also distance traveled. You're not going to travel for 1 second more. That adds up. And,
Yeah.
if you need to get into an area, you have to do it a lot, like more strict. I like the change. I thought they were going to nerf her damage output. I still think that her range is ridiculous because they're like, oh, she's got a shotgun. Yes and no. She has more of like a slug if you think about it, because her actual like the way she shoots is she shoots in like a weird triangle. She shoots in a dot, a dot, a dot, and then a dot. Like she has like she shoots in like almost a triangle pattern, but with a dot in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's always that way. It's not a spread shot like a shotgun. Although it feels like a
Yeah, it's
shotgun.
consistent pattern.
It's consistent. Yeah. It's a consistent pattern, and you can shoot that at far range, and like you can still hit like solid damage at good to decent long range. Like it's not you can't just count it out. So I've always thought that they were going to nerf her actual damage output, like, or fall off range. Like if they were to really make her like an actual close range hero versus allowing her to shoot at mid to long range, I don't know. I thought that
actually we've mentioned that a lot.
Yeah,
it is weird how like
I play this hero.
Her
like,
range is so forgiving for the type of character she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, and it feels odd. Like, I don't think it's that like bad, like that problematic or anything, but it does feel odd sometimes where it's like
they say that she has fall off,
length.
but it doesn't feel like it's fall off. Like it feels like you have infinite range. Like you can shoot from one side of the map to the other, and it's supposed to be like a shotgun, essentially, like shurikens.
Yeah, I think it's because since it's like that like consistent pattern, you can just. I think what a lot of people do is they aim that top bullet and the middle one and don't even care about the left and right.
Yeah, you just because it can hit everything.
Yeah, because since it's centered, if you just have it in the right spot, it'll hit from any distance. So
right. Squirrel Girl's getting buffed. I'm actually excited because I'm going to be definitely playing her a lot more this season. She's getting her ammo capacity buffed, which is cool. Her ability to reset her other abilities is a 2-second less reduced. Like, that's cool. So she's going to go from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. Cool little quality of life change. I like that. And then I guess they're buffing the alt on her, I guess improving the, I don't know. I guess they're going to make it more effective. I don't know what they mean by basically optimizing your experience with the squirrel like blockade, tail bounce, and unbeatable tail suit.
Wait a minute.
I don't.
What?
I don't know.
What if with the ult? Because you know how it says after it hits a wall, it targets people. Right. What if it doesn't just bounce off walls and it chases people now?
You know what? I'll go back and I'll test it. Because I played once.
I haven't seen anyone test that yet.
Okay. I haven't tested. I'll test it when I go into later. But I will say this: someone was complaining about it during our private testing, and it was pretty funny. Someone was like, "Oh, this character." I've seen people they complain about Squirrel Girl, and I'm like, and I'm asking. I asked guys, I was like, "What's the big deal? Like, why do people hate Squirrel Girl?" And he compared it to like the Call of Duty noob tube. And he was just like, it's not fun to fight against because you're just feeling like you're playing, and then you just get randomly like hit with spam, like random spam. And I'm like, oh, I guess I played it the next game. I got MVP, and I just terrorized the lobby because I got like I think like 30 kills, like 30 KOs, and like the person under me had like only like 18. I went complete Hamtaro on this character. It was pretty funny, dude. But yeah, she's getting quality.
Honestly, I enjoyed Squirrel Girl, to be honest.
She's fun.
I like playing her, so I know people are like, oh, it's the random ricochet like grenade character. I love them. I don't care.
I don't even play it with the ricochets. I actually play it like Magneto, where I'm just shooting and I'm actually trying to go for body shots because it's really effective.
That is, I think, the best way to play her, but I play her like a freak. I literally just bounced off everything and just make it annoying for the enemy team.
Just banking Kobe's off the backboard over here. Star-Lord's getting buffed. His ultimate's getting buffed. Kind of a cool change, but the ultimate's getting nerfed, but it's also getting buffed. So it's going to take you 300 extra more like points to get to where you need to. It's like 3,100 to 3,400, which is, it's okay. It's going to take you a little bit longer, but they're increasing the range fall off. So you actually have further range now. You can actually use it much more farther away. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that thing was already ridiculously like far, but 75 percent even more like is ridiculous. Like
Yeah,
that's 60 to
10.
70.
It's 10 meters
No. It's 15
more.
meters more. 15
It's
meters more.
oh my gosh, it's
No,
even
no,
more
no.
than I thought.
The meters is the same, but the fall off goes from 60 to 75%. So like
Oh yeah,
you're
yeah.
you're getting
That's what I
you're
mean.
getting yeah, you're getting more like damage out of it, which is like kind of ridiculous. No, you're right. It is 10 meters. I'm just gonna shut up. It's going from 30 meters to 40
I was
meters.
like 15. I was like, bro, that character's gonna be
Yeah.
unstoppable.
It is 30 meters to 40 meters, but the percentage of fall off reduced is like way more forgiving now from 60% to 75, which is kind of nice. Um Then Storm's getting an ult like buff. She's gonna get like 10 extra damage per second. I don't think they need to touch that ult. That ult is already great. They need to nerf it in terms of
Yeah,
its
it'll.
cost.
I think that'll be. Do you think Storm's gonna be any good next season
I
with
think she's
Jeff
gonna
and
be
stuff?
very yeah. I think she's gonna be very good even without Jeff. She's already a great character. I think she's an A tier hero. I think that she's a little over like she's like Bucky. Okay, Bucky was like already good, right? But he was like in the first season, not a lot of people played a lot of Bucky. In the first like actual season, they just didn't play a lot of Bucky, and people were gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" Not a lot of people played Bucky in season 0, and then when you nerfed Hela and Hawkeye, you got rid of them, and all of those characters basically like when all of the broken characters were nerfed, Bucky didn't get touched. And then he became an actual problem because he was already good. He was just overshadowed by everything else that was broken. I think Storm is in that same situation right now. Storm is like, she's already good. It's just she's being overshadowed by like a lot of broken stuff. I do think she's great. I do think she's going to fall off to some things though in the season, as well as be strong too. She's obviously there's gonna be a lot more projectile based characters in this season. I mean, there's gonna be a lot more Hellas, Hawkeyes, a lot more Punishers, probably Widows, probably. You know, with the buffs, if they're really good enough and those characters do stick around, Storm is gonna have some trouble upon her. If the characters are bad, I think Storm's gonna just rise because people are realizing that this character is genuinely the team hero that you want. What's your thoughts?
I don't know. Because I think Punisher's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Well, like Hawkeye, Punisher, and Hela are all getting buffs, so I do feel kind of bad for Storm. Or like some flying characters, like Iron Man also is receiving a nerf that
Right.
is to his like overdrive.
Right.
You get less HP, which I think I'll be honest, buffing all hit scan characters and one shot characters, and then nerfing Iron Man survivability seems just evil.
Kind of. Considering that he has a team up with a character that's already not good.
You know what I mean? And he's also another flyer.
Yeah, he is. And then also his
I
gamma,
feel kind of bad.
he's getting his gamma removed from
Oh,
him, so
and
he
that poor
has
boy's gam is removed too.
yeah, so he doesn't have the damage output. I'm
He's
okay with that
dry.
actually. I'm okay with the gamma
That's alright.
being gone.
I'll be honest, I was kind of tired of it. I know people like
Yeah.
it. I didn't really like fighting it that much. It's kind of boring.
Also, Iron Man is also receiving a nerf to his third blaster shot. So whenever he does his repulsor blast, he always does 1, 2, and then both at the same time. It's receiving a 5 damage reduction, which not that bad, right? It's just
It's
5.
not that bad.
It's not that bad, but you know the other ones are staying the same. And then his his spell range, like when he actually does the damage, it's getting also 5 damage less. So it's gonna go from 60 to 55. So that's all right. I'm okay with that for the most part. But yeah, his overdrive is getting a 50 health reduction, going from 100 bonus health to 50. I do want to. I don't like calling it bonus health. I like calling it shields. Is that fair?
I think the difference is that's already a thing in the game. Shields are already a thing, and then over health are two separate.
Shield health. I don't like
Yeah,
calling it
shield
bonus
health
health.
and then over health.
Yeah, over shields or I don't know. Because
I don't know.
like I said,
Everyone calls it something else. To be honest,
I
I
call
call
I
it
come from
different things all the
Halo,
time.
and we called the Halo health shields. And then once your shields are gone, you actually have your normal health. So
Yeah.
that's why I always call it, because shields regenerate. So yeah, I don't know. The Namor though, he's getting a really interesting change. Now I've had a debate with one of our friends. He doesn't think that the ult needs to be buffed. I personally think that it does, just because I don't think Namor's ult is really good outside of comboing. Like it doesn't really have a whole lot of identity other than like being comboed, right? Like you kind of have to snipe with it. It's kind of hard to hit with because people are moving. His ult is getting bigger in the middle radius and then bigger on the outer radius by a good amount. Like it's becoming wider on both ends. Um, the other end though is that it doesn't do 200 damage anymore on the outer circle. It does 175. So not the worst thing is losing 25 damage, but the inner circle is getting bigger, like about almost a half a meter bigger, which allows you to hit that 500 damage more consistently. What's your thoughts?
Mm, I don't know. I think it's all right. I guess. I don't know. It feels kind of weird to buff his ult, but I guess he is kind of just like a combo like demon, like you're saying. Like he really thrives off just comboing like
Right,
consistently. But I don't know. Like I'm just wondering how much impact that'll actually have, like that change,
right,
like in general. I kind of hope it's a lot, only because I do think you could get a lot of value out of Namor's ult, just playing him like flank Namor, then ulting when they're like grouped, and you know they can't get out of it, like finding that perfect scenario.
right.
But I think if anything, it'll just make his combos he does stronger. I don't think it'll make him use it without the combo. I think it'll just make the combo even stronger than before.
Yeah, he's also getting his his like into the ball water. It's called Blessing of the Deep, where he becomes
Yeah,
like a water ball.
the shield.
They're
Yeah,
they're nerfing that. They're nerfing it to how that's how it used to be in the alpha. It used to be 20
yeah.
seconds to use. It never used to be like they had to bring it down. It's now 15 seconds. They're bringing it back to 20. It used to be 20 in the alpha, and
That's gonna be really noticeable. 20
that's a
is
super. That's like his only way of escape. He's already
20
like a
seconds is so long of a cooldown for an
you
escape ability.
yeah, like you have to really think about using it now. He's very stationary now. They're also buffing though his squids. They're making them. This one took me a while for me to figure out, but they're making the squids, I guess, do 20% more damage at the max range. So apparently there's a base amount of damage that you get, and then once it hits 20
Mhm.
meters, there's a fall off. And normally it reduces the damage by 30%. Now, when it gets to the 20-meter mark, um, starting at 20 meters, reducing it to 30 at 40 meters. Okay, so I guess now they're expanding the damage to 50%, like fall off, or I don't know. This one took me a while, but essentially you're getting more damage for the further away characters. So that's kind of a buff to the squids. I thought they were doing a
Yeah.
whole lot, but that one was really weird for me to like figure out. But just in a nutshell, you're getting more at the fall off range. Just know that, guys. That's what's happening. You're not losing anything. You're getting more. You're getting a little bit more damage for further away. So that's all that matters. That's all you need to know. And then Cap's getting a survival nerf. That's kind of a bummer. Psych, he's kind of needed.
Yeah, I know you love him, but he does kind of need that.
Yeah, I agree. I love the hero. He's too overtuned right now, in my opinion. He's getting a little bit of a reduce on his health, and his ult's getting a little bit more cut back. And then his shield is going to take about 4 seconds longer. That one also took me a while to read because I didn't understand it. 4 seconds longer for it to recharge to full. So that's what that means. A lot of people didn't know that. Emma's getting nerfed. I still don't think it's enough. I think they need to do more. They only took off 10 damage from the kick and 10 damage from when you hit the wall. That's 20 damage less. You can still one-shot tanks almost with adding punches into it, Chris. What the heck?
I don't.
What the heck, man? This character's still good.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then they made her shoot further away. So she's getting a buff to her normal projectile. Normally it hits 15 meters, and now they're making it go 18 meters. So now she can actually shoot flyers, which is ridiculous. They are reducing her shield from 500 to 400, and her
Yeah.
cooldown when she grabs and does the choke slam, that's going from 5 seconds to 6 seconds. So you can still reuse the ability in the diamond form twice. I don't know what the purpose of it doing. I don't know what that. I don't know what
I
the
think
point of.
okay, the point of that change is to make it so you can't grab twice anymore. It's not possible.
But you still can't because it's an 8 second time that you're in the diamond form.
No, I saw a video. You can't. It's perfectly timed to make it
Oh,
so you can't grab. So now it's limited one grab per diamond form. Like you can't do double
I
grabs
see.
anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes more sense. I'm like you. Oh, because of the animation still takes time. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was in my mind thinking I've always been able to two grab though. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, you could easily do it now, but it's like
Well, you can if you whiff it, you can still get one at the end.
yeah, exactly. Now
But if you
no, I
get the
think even
grab,
if you
you
whiff
can't.
it in the new update, you can't. You have to hit it or you don't get it.
I see. It's one way, but they are nerfing that, and that's important. But it's also the grab into the like the punch kick or the punch into kick. Like you're still like one shotting squishies. Like she's still strong. So I don't know. She seems more offensive now though with her shield nerf. But I do want to advocate that they nerf her just a tad bit more in the diamond form because it's just so strong. It is so strong. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I hope that she's not going to be broken next season. That's just my take.
Yeah.
Um, and then Groot's receiving a nerf. His walls are getting 4 seconds less. His iron wall is getting a 4 second increase on from 8 seconds to 12 seconds. Yeah, it's kind of needed, right? We kind of saw that
Yeah,
coming.
kind of needed. We had the Groot season, you know.
And then his main attack is getting reduced from 70 to 65. That's a letdown. I'm kind of bummed up, but he did hit as strong as Hella did. So makes
Yeah,
sense.
he he's pretty tough.
I mean, honestly, I was just like, bro, if you can play Groot, you can technically play Hella if you think about it, because it's kind of the same move. Am I wrong?
It's you're okay. You might be overcooking.
Am I overcooking? I might be overcooking.
You're
I'm trying to.
overcooking, but I love that.
Do you see what I'm saying though? I mean,
I see what I get what you're saying.
it
Yeah,
just didn't do headshot damage. That's the difference. But
yeah,
they did the same thing. If you can just hit like a bunch of them, you'll be fine. Thor got a rework, not a rework, but he got a major
I
change.
mean,
What's your
slightly,
what's your
slight
thoughts on
rework.
that?
Uh, I well, what they did is they made his right click not take one of the hammer charges anymore. It's just a straight 8 second cooldown. So like, it doesn't give you like shield. It doesn't impact any of like the hammer things. It's just its own separate ability now, kind of like your E. Like your
Right.
E doesn't take a hammer away.
Oh no,
It's just its own cooldown.
it's 6 seconds actually.
Oh, that's pretty quick. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's quick. You can only benefit from it though, realistically.
Yeah, I don't think it's you know what I think they should have done? The other half of the change, like the rework, was you get less shields from everything now as a trade-off. I honestly think they should have just kept the shields the same and do this like buff, and that
Okay.
would have like kind of helped them out.
They might. I mean, I played against it, and he actually felt strangely enough, he felt kind of strong still. I mean, the fact that he's able to get so the hammer now adds to the Thor force, but doesn't take away, right? So that
Yeah,
allows him to go into his what is
you
that
get it
called?
faster.
What is that mode that he?
Rune. It's like rune
Yeah,
mode or something like rune.
yeah, like Thor force ruins or whatever. He's throwing like the lightning bolt disc stuff. That allows you to go into that mode like even more often. So that's kind of good. That's actually pretty solid. Plus, you can now like melee, hammer, melee, like shift. You know, like you could actually like you can actually get into the fight and stay in the fight and do more damage quicker. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of like the Captain America effect. Hawkeye's
Yeah.
getting buffed. Flip that character.
I don't like it. No. I don't like Hawkeye buffs. I think buffing a character, well, the thing is they slightly nerfed him technically. Like the
The
overall
anchor.
damage is yeah, the anchor's gone, plus his overall damage is lowered. Like when you're fully charged instead of like 300 something, I think it's like a little lower.
Right.
But people won't realize one, he has the new Luna team up, which is very strong. Like very, very strong.
Right.
And then two, his thing charges way faster now. Like if you barely peek out of cover, Hawkeye has that time to just be like doop and get you in the head. Like
Yeah. I'm permabanning
he's
it
not
too.
gonna have to hold it down for that long.
I don't care. Hela's getting 2 more ammo. I'm not even gonna talk about that.
Why?
That one's
Why?
we're not talking
Someone
about it.
explain to me why the
Who
okay.
who
Who
thought
is
who
saying Hela isn't strong enough? Who?
there's someone on the dev team that loves Hela. They love her or something. There's no way. There's no way that like there's no way. Like they
I don't
have to love her.
understand. There's no way they thought like Hela is perfect. The only thing she needs is a little more ammo. It's like who was thinking this? Who in the dev team is
He's
doing
the
this
most
to me?
entitled hero in this entire game.
Do you guys ever want me to be able to play Scarlet? Come on now.
Oh man, that'll
10
be
bullets.
interesting. She doesn't have the anchor team up though anymore, so she's gonna feel a little bit less damagey, but still, like let's be honest.
But her
here, she's-
uptime will be a lot higher.
yeah, so I mean, let's just make the flyers all awesome this season, and then also
Let's-
let's just make it so Hela has 2 more ammo.
Guys, let's add Ultron who does no healing to himself or his teammates, and let's buff every hit.
Oh no,
scan.
he can heal himself, but he has to be within his own range.
Yeah, he has to be in the circle.
They have to be in his own circle.
Bro, why are they doing my boy Ultron so dirty?
Iron Fist is receiving nerfs, which
Okay, this
I'm happy.
in love with these
Please.
nerfs. Please do not make that character good. It is
Don't make
like,
him good.
unbearable to fight against. I don't like
as
it.
time has learned, I've learned to fight this hero. Like I've learned to actually destroy this hero, and I get it now. I actually just get it.
Oh yeah,
but
I
that
know.
doesn't
It's
doesn't
pretty
change
simple
away.
to beat him. It's just so annoying.
It
'cause
doesn't
I
change
mostly
the
play
fact
tank,
that he's
right?
annoying. He's
Yes,
annoying.
Like I play tank. Most of the time, he doesn't even kill me. He just will tickle me a little from the back and then like jump kick away, and I just have to be like, yes, he just did that to me.
He's
Like
still gonna
he's so annoying.
I still think he's gonna be good. You know, okay, so I got to Lord Iron Fist this season, just because
Yeah.
I wanted to play the character, I want to see the fusses. I'm not gonna lie, he is easily, without a doubt, the most boring hero I've ever played in this game, and it's not it's for reasons you don't realize. This character is so uncreative. I'm gonna tell you this right now. For a hero that is a master of martial arts, mix-ups and like everything is in fighting. I'm a fight enthusiast. I love UFC, I love boxing, I love mixed martial arts, I do jiu-jitsu, I do, kickboxing. I've done it for off and on for many years. I love fighting. I love the sport of fighting. This dude does not have a mix-up, dude. It's literally the most rinse and repeat game plan I've ever, like, I felt not brain numbing. I can't even say the word correctly. This is the game plan you do with Iron Fist. You go in, attack, or you're holding down your left the whole time. Punch. Oh, they're damaging me. Reflect. And then, do I have enough health to stay in this fight to get the kill? Okay, sure. Punch. I'm losing this. I don't have enough health. Kick away. Oh, they're low enough, and it's just me and them. They're low enough. Okay, I'm going to kick them then and stay in the fight. So basically, your whole game plan is punch, reflect, kick away, or punch, reflect, kick them. That is the game plan, Chris. Use your self-heal and go back in. That is the literal game plan.
That is the Iron Fist way.
I'm telling you, Spider-Man is far more creative on his combos with an auto hit combo. The fact that you can do like punch, kick, uppercut, like web blast, uppercut. Like you can actually make things up. Iron Fist is the most like telegraphed punching hero in the face of the earth from a guy that is literally known for being a martial artist. The art of martial arts is to not be predictable in like fighting, dude. Not like that's not the art of martial arts, but in the art of fighting is to not telegraph your punches. This dude is just it's so brain dead, dude. I swear. This character's so boring to play.
I'm so happy he's
bye.
Well, I mean, he'll be one of those characters. The people who are like masters and like one tricks of that character will still be good on them.
The masters of rinse and repeating. Literal wax on, wax off. That is that character.
Wait.
Am I cooking?
I just remembered the change they did that killed his movement. Have you tried it?
What? Oh,
when he
does his reflex,
fly.
You can't
fly anymore.
Yeah, I'm cool.
You can't do the flying.
They changed the verticality on it. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, Human Torch is getting kind of. They don't sound like a lot of changes, but realistically,
they hit hard. Altogether, they're gonna hit hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical on him right now, honestly. Reducing his fire from 7 damage to 6, but I think that includes every pellet of his thing.
It does.
Yeah, that's a lot. So that's a lot of less damage you're giving. His fire blazing blasts, the things that he throws down on the ground that creates the flame field. The recharge is going from 2 to 3. So that means you actually have to be very precise now about doing the flame field. You can't just like you can't get away with doing a whole lot more. Like you got to be really smart about it. This change is kind of needed because he's kind of just takes up the field. His team up's getting nerfed, which is kind of a big deal. And then his meteor is getting you're getting less shields when you dive now, and it's going to take 5 additional extra seconds from 15 to 20 now when you're diving. So you have less escape capabilities, Chris. What? Oof. Are we going to start seeing him in ranked?
Maybe. I think this is what's interesting to me, right? There's a lot of updates. Like, there's a lot of buffs and nerfs in this update that, like, go hand in hand. Like, I think it's so interesting to... Like, I feel like a lot of the flyers aren't getting compensation, like, buffs for hit scan being as good as it's going to be. Like, I don't think people realize... Maybe even Punisher won't be, like, the best pick out of everybody. But, like, if Hawkeye's banned, or, like, if Luna and Hawkeye are banned, Punisher and, like, Hela will, like, steamroll a lobby. Like... Especially if you're running, like, double tank. Like, double shield, I mean.
Right.
Like, Strange and Mag. I'm kind of like... It's gonna be, I don't know. I feel like Flyers are gonna have such a hard time. Like, Torch, his main thing that's nice about him is his damage over time and his range. Like...
Right.
His damage at first, remember, it did nothing. Like, his damage was actually nothing from range.
Right.
And then they buffed it and made it a little better. And then they buffed it again and made it really good. Now it's not too great again.
Right.
And hit scan's gonna be really good. I feel like Flyers are gonna be pretty terrible next season. Like, I could be wrong.
All right.
But I don't know. They buff so many of their counters.
We have a couple more heroes before we end this. Some of these we haven't even touched upon yet. Chris, some of these heroes are going to never see the light of day next season that we're about to talk about. So before anything, the last one, the easy to get out of the way one, is Magneto. His right click, which is the one where he shoots the shard out, it's going to take 3 seconds now to fully charge instead of 4 seconds. Little quality of life. That's cool for Magneto. Magneto's getting another buff. Always kind of a scary thing to think about.
I'm not gonna lie, Mag. You guys, like everyone, you guys will see a Mag every game. I promise you. Like Mag is going to be everywhere next season, especially with hit scan being good.
Oh,
like,
dude.
Yeah, he's gonna be everywhere.
Hawkeye ults, Punisher ults, freaking support ults. Mag is going up in stocks. If you guys don't have Lord Mag yet, which you should, if there's ever a tank that you need to actually pick up right now, and that's going to be really good for next season,
Make it mag.
make
Yeah.
it Mag. I'm telling you this right now. If you guys actually start getting good at Mag, for those that like want to get into tanking, Mag is literally the hero right now. The only problem, and this is, and I play a lot of Mag. Like I play a lot of Mag because I'm usually tanking with Chris. I don't personally like being known as a Mag player, but I am. He will teach you everything you need to know about tanking. He'll teach you how to protect your team. He'll teach you how to shoot better because like you have to be okay with his projectile is like it's slow, it's really hard to shoot with. If you can get good with it, you can get really good at the game. I'm telling you. He's just an overall good character to pick up, to learn from, to like
He's consistent.
he's really consistent. I don't ever bubble myself. I'm always bubbling my teammates, letting my dive heroes do what they need to do, letting my backline get recovery from, divers, bubbling, learning to bubble right, using his ultimate to destroy certain things, and he's just a great hero. Stock up on him now. Stocks are going, they're low. These are the time to buy in stock value for Mag. But yeah, okay, that's enough about Mag. Chris, the two humongous outliers. Oh, you know what? Rocket's also getting nerfed a little bit. His healing orb is getting
Yeah, his
flat
healing orb's
rate.
getting healed a little bit.
Yeah, flat rate is going from 55 to 50. That's it. I
That's
don't think
fine.
it's really. It's not gonna change anything. All right, on to the two biggies. Jeff the baby land shark and frickin' Luna frickin'
Okay,
Snow.
hold on.
Which one we doing first?
We gotta talk about Luna. Luna is, bro, her damage. Her damage is unreal. She's a duelist. They actually turned her into she does more up close damage to characters than other duelists do.
I like how they're like, oh, by the way, we're increasing her like ultimate from like 4,500 cost to 5,000. And I'm just thinking in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so you're making it harder for her to get her ult, but then you see the buffs that she gets, and then you're
She's
like,
gonna get it just as fast.
she's net positive. She's gonna get it.
Yeah, she's going to get it so
as
fast.
she's gonna get it as fast as she normally does by technically 1% faster. Is that right? I think someone did the math. One of my friends did the math. He said it's a like, although her ult is getting like changed, the other like change, like her ult's getting nerfed, but her changes are getting buffed. So you're net positive, I think 11% or something. Like it's an 11% increase on her normal stats, like on her normal like across the board, like her attack, her heals, and all that, right? And then her ult is getting a 10% like nerf, right? So you're technically +1. But if you really think about it, you're realistically you're 1% higher, but realistically you're just you're a DPS main now. Like you can
Yeah, you do
two-shot hero.
so much more. Why can you 2-tap DPS? That should not be real.
I don't know what they were
That's
thinking.
so strong.
Okay, so her normal attack is going from 20 per hit to 22 per hit. And then her absolute zero is now grants 50 bonus health per hit. So now when you hit someone with your freeze, you're gonna get an instant boost of health. So like you're basically trading the fight at that point. What are you thinking?
Yeah, that I don't know why, but this is like, why are we giving such, I think this is the best word to describe it, like grace. Like why are we giving such grace to like,
you know what it is?
like, okay, imagine Panther, right? Panther's not that great.
Okay.
Bro, if you get slept by Luna, you're dead. You will die.
Let me prove to you I'm not a hater of Luna Snow. Are you ready? First appearance of Luna Snow. Okay? I have first appearance, okay? I'm not a hater of Luna. I have the comic, all right? Danny, please, by the way, sign my comic if I ever see you in real life. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like, I think the devs, they just love Luna, dude. They love
Okay,
Luna.
I
They
think
just
it's
love her.
clear Luna is the golden child of this game. Like Luna
She
is
is.
that she's the favorite. Like it. I mean, they don't even try to hide it. Luna's the favorite child. But like, I, I just think it's crazy that these buffs are like. It kind of reminds me of Hela. It's like no one was saying Luna was weak, and then they just make literally every one of her abilities stronger.
Yeah. I will say I'm probably gonna play a lot of her this season too, just because she's up in value. I know there's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot of
why not?
Hawkeye
She's good. Might as
players.
well play her.
There's gonna be a lot of Hawkeye players. So if there's ever a time,
Oh,
hey,
a
if
hundred
you
percent.
if anyone wants to farm Lord on Hawkeye, holler at me. I'll be playing Luna this season. All right. So she's getting buffed, which is ridiculous. Um, and then
Jeffy boy,
Jeff. All right, so this one's kind of he's getting a full rework.
full rework. Yeah,
Okay, so let's start it off. His normal healing projectile that normally heals, right? The water stream never
yeah,
used to do damage to enemies. Now it does enemy damage. So you can actually shoot through your teammates and still apply damage to the enemy. People are saying, "Oh, it's like the equivalent of like Cloak and Dagger's damage output." Realistically though, it's still really good damage. Like
yeah.
that
It's.
is such sprinkle on top of damage by
I was gonna
just
say
existing.
it's. I think any passive thing is a good thing. Like when
Yeah.
you're playing a character and just from playing them and doing the stuff you normally do, you get extra value from it now is a really good like buff, I think.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be really good. I think he's gonna be really good. He's gonna get a lot of kills.
I want there to be a lot of Jeff and Storm. I really do.
I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm almost Lord Jeff. I'm down to try it. Um his bubbles are no longer going to do like a flat rate of like I think it was like 150 health or something. It was kind of
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No more burst.
He has 3 bubbles now.
Yeah.
And they basically made the bubbles go from I think let me look at it here. Changing the effective healing bubbles from one-time healing to over healing over time, increasing the healing amount from the previous instant 85 to 120 over 4 seconds. Um, reduce max charge from 6 to 3 and removed its. Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, so you don't get like a flat rate and that's it. You now get a small flat rate and then it builds up. Like it'll start to like kind of like a normal health pack would. His ultimate also getting changed. Jeff's ultimate ability, overflowing healing on swallowed allies, now grants 45 health per second as bonus health, up to 150. I think it still heals like the normal, but it's gonna give them when they get out of his mouth, they'll have
Uh,
an additional like more
over
health.
over health, yeah.
So you'll actually get rewarded for gobbling up your teammates now because when you spit them back out, although they'll be healed, they're going to have more heals immediately as well. Like they're going to have more health on top of their health that they already have. So kind of a W. Um, increases damage reduction received while taking a critical hit from 50 to 70. So does that mean he's more killable?
Uh
Increase the
that
damage
means he takes
reduction received?
even less.
Oh, even less.
Yeah, he takes even less. He takes 70% less damage from a headshot.
Good. Because his head's
But
up
I'll
in
be
flames.
honest, I mean, he needs that. If they're
He
gonna
does need
nerf
that.
his healing, he needs that. He's gonna get killed so fast.
Yeah, and then his ult is going from 4,000 cost to 4,500. That's cool. On the other
That's okay.
hand, on the other hand, his right click now that used to do damage, you can only shoot up to 3 now, but there is a pushback effect to it now. It actually has a boop effect. So you can actually push people off things now. Like so I don't know. His overall kit And then also he's got a gas tank now when he goes underground. So you can't be under the ground for a crazy long period of time anymore. Like you can't permanently just swim away for years and years and years and years and years. Kind of an
Yeah.
interesting. People are really mad, but I played. You remember Fate, the best Jeff player
Yeah.
you've ever seen? I played against him playing the hero, and it's still pretty. He's still a pretty good hero. Like he still has pretty good survivability. So I wouldn't write him off completely. Plus his damage output seems to be a lot easier now to kind of like mix in between. Like you can actually just like get someone down to 1 health and just switch over to your like normal blast and just kind of hose them down. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
But overall, I think these changes are pretty substantial. We'll have to see how the meta is going to be with this. I hope that he's a better healer now, that he can do damage
I will
through.
say, I think overall chaos, I think I got my wish. I think the meta is definitely going to be different than it is right now.
Now deals damage to enemies at 70 seconds and
70.
can heal. Yeah. Now deals damage. Yeah. Added a new effect to the Joyful Splash. Now also deals damage to enemies at 70 damage per second and can heal allies through other allies and enemies. Damage fall off starts at 20 meters to a maximum of 65% at 40 meters. Reduced healing per second from 150 to 130. So less heals, more damage. That's a lot.
Yeah,
What was your
not
wish?
bad. Just for the season. I mean, I said it last time. I'll say it again. I just wanted it to feel different. I like this season right now, right?
Yeah.
Personally, I just want each season to feel like, even maybe if it's a meta I don't even enjoy that much, to be fair, right?
Right.
As long as it feels different and new, I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
And
For sure.
it's definitely gonna be different with Sharknado, Ultron flying around like the little flying tin can that I'm gonna knock down out of the sky. Uh, all that's gonna be very fun.
Yeah. Well,
I
Chris,
can't
I
wait.
think I think that wraps up for today. This is quite of a longer episode than normal, but there's a lot to cover, and it was a lot of
There's a
fun.
lot.
But
There's a lot for us to talk
there's
about.
a lot to talk about. A lot new season upon us, you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to me and Chris if you guys aren't already. Leave a comment below what's your favorite part. And also, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on my YouTube for battle passes. I'm going to be giving up to around, I want to say 5 to 10. So look for the posts. You'll see that on the post side. If you guys want to cash in on those, be my guest. All you got to do is leave a comment below on the rules. Just read the rules, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you guys are excited for this new season, let us know below. But we will catch you guys in the next one. Chris, it's been a pleasure per usual. I'll see you
Yep.
guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.